I guess you call it tournament mode, back when we lost that game to Charlotte. And then it just becomes one game, survive in advance, and just try to get by no matter what. And, we're working in practice on these situations. I think our decision making with respect to understanding what we should do is improving, but sometimes our execution is not there yet. And so that's growth. It's a process, learning process. So I'm real proud of how hard we fought. We don't get style points. You just get a W. It's not a little W or a big W. It's just a W. And so we'll take it and move on. I'm proud of how we shot free throws today. We had an atrocious free throw shooting game down at FAU. And so I'm proud we got to the line 23 times and shot nearly 83% from the free throw line, and that was the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, talking to the players in here about it being kind of a grind, it seemed like, for them, the perseverance to kind of just keep with that game plan. You wind up going 11-14 in the fourth quarter. It seemed like just kind of sticking with everything. Eventually, the shots started falling. They started getting stops. Was that kind of
the ball movement's the key. That's why those shots start to fall. And we started moving the ball, and we started getting assisted shots instead of on my own shots. And that was really the big difference. And we started getting cleaner shots, less challenged shots. And when you assist, when you get good passes, when you find a clean spot to get a good shot, you make a higher percentage of them. And we've just got to hunt that a little bit more, keep that ball moving, not let it die, not let it dribble in one spot so much. And when we do that, we're a lot harder to guard.
I was asking them if it was maybe, still trying to adjust without Maya. And it was interesting because they said it wasn't just necessarily on the offensive end, but it's what she meant on the defensive end is what they've been trying to adjust with too.
It's actually more defensive than offensive. I know she averaged almost 13 points a game, 12-5, 12-4, something like that. And so 12-6, sorry, so I was wrong twice. And yes, she was important for us on the offensive end, but she was even more important, more impactful for us on the defensive end because she's long. And she has great anticipation of passes. She got her hands on a lot of balls. She blocked shots. She got rebounds. She got steals. She's fast. She got out. So that created a lot from the other end of the floor, and we're still adjusting that way. We were a little bit better today, although it doesn't look like it. We were a little bit better today than we were in Boca Raton, and we're trying to recreate ourselves without Maya, and we just got to keep working at it.
Senior looked like the senior wanted the ball in her hands, wanted to make those plays.
Yes. Yeah, I was proud of how she made a layup, maybe the first layup in the first quarter. She drove left, got stopped early, under control, made just almost like a little finger roll right over the front of the rim, 2 points. That's huge. The reason that was huge is just 2 weeks ago, she probably would have mowed that player down. She probably would have had a charge or taken an off-balance shot. And so that shows growth. That shows improvement. It shows learning. And she continued to make those pretty good decisions throughout the game. Her turnovers weren't so much from out of control trying to score. Her turnovers were from passing, most of them. And so she showed a lot more maturity today. And she was, from the line? I know she made 11, I think.
11, 13.
Yeah, so she got good players get fouled. She got fouled, made free throws.
Your defense, while you said, there were some spurts there, it seemed like that was the consistency that allowed you to get the offense going, that you never let UTSA kind of get away from you guys. Stay within striking distance for that offense to finally get going, and the defense was a big part of that.
Well, we got a lineup in there, and we kind of stuck with about 6 players, 7, that were doing a good job of staying in front. We weren't always behind and chasing and rotating as much. That still happened some, but in the first half and somewhat in the third quarter even, we were constantly rotating. And if you're rotating, your defense isn't very good, period. And we did a better job of staying in front. We did a better job of mixing up what we were doing on defense, and that disrupted them and led to some of steals for us. They actually had 15 steals, I think, today. And so that's what we're supposed to be doing. So they did a better job at our game. We have 7, 8? 8 steals. So We weren't doing a good job of reading those passes.
It has to be nice, though, to get some momentum going back, because obviously, you're going to talk about it more later in the week, but a tough road trip coming up.
Each game's huge. Today's was huge. You don't survive this game, the next one doesn't matter as much. And so, yes, the next road trip is a big one. Playing against, from this point out, we're playing against all the top teams in our division. And so we'll have to play our best. That's what we talked about after the game. I was proud how we fought, out-rebounded them, proud how we made free throws, how we continue to play hard. We always play hard. But for us to be good teams, we've got to take care of the ball. We've got to play smart. We can't have 25 turnovers and think we're going to be really, really good teams.